and the science deniers. Racist, bigot, homophobe!
I've said it before, the best, most funniest comedy is comedy that comes from a place of truth. Check this out.
In 2015, Bernie Sanders woke me up. My openly gay 6-year-old transgender nephew wanted something different than most kids for his birthday. He wanted the COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh, man. All right. This is clearly comedy. This is clearly a skit by our boy Cassidy Campbell. But we can all attest to the fact that we saw, probably on more than one occasion, people on Twitter, now X, saying things exactly like this. No exaggeration. Saying things like, my 6-year-old asked me,
Mommy, why doesn't everyone get the COVID shot? Why doesn't everyone care about Grandma? I want the COVID vaccine, Mommy.
We all saw stuff like this. Made up lefty kid messages was rampant and probably still is all over Twitter. This is not an exaggeration. That's why it's funny.
For the greater good of humanity. Because unlike the racist Republicans, he wanted to protect our democracy and take on his social responsibility to do his part for the greater good. He is now gone from this world. He recently had a heart attack. But the doctors say they don't know what caused it, but I know what caused it. It was a stress from the Donald Trump supporters.
Definitely not the untested experimental shot. No, that's never responsible for all of these early deaths in young, healthy people. Nope, not at all. It's definitely Trump. This is so accurate. So accurate. So funny.
And the science deniers. Racist, bigot, homophobe! Now, you might...
Look at this girl behind him. She doesn't know how to react, man.
recognize this man as one of the most evil men, if not the most evil man in history, is what you call him. But I have somebody who is much worse. His name is Donald J. Trump. Now, let me tell you why Donald Trump is worse than Adolf Hitler. Number one, Donald Trump hurts my feelings and Hitler does not. Number two, Hitler at least put people in quarantine camps and made them wear masks, while Donald Trump continues to spew out Russian disinformation. Third, Hitler had the decency and kindness to kill himself. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is still alive. At least Hitler had the decency to leave us alone. Trump, on the other hand, refuses to kill himself and makes him significantly worse.
Once again, that is hilarious because that is a very standard leftist reaction.
Now we're in war with Ukraine and Russia. If we had a nuclear war, it would be worth it if it could just save one life.
And again, man, this is the position of today's left. They support the war between Ukraine and Russia. And this statement that he made, if we had a nuclear war, it would be worth it if it just saved one life. It's hilarious because it sounds so ridiculous, but this is essentially the position of a lot of these people. Wild.
Living in a world where people with selfish science denying racists, transphobic, xenophobic, misogynistic bigots, where people actually supported democracy and took on their social responsibility. The only way to fight for our democracy is to get vaccinated while supporting Ukraine in the fight. And that is your social responsibility. Everybody. One of the people I look up to, who I've begun to love, is Klaus Schwab, And he said by 2030, you will own nothing and be happy. And I stand with him because I am not selfish. And those who stand against it are selfish.
This is supposed to be outrageous, but this is literally the position of so many people today. And I know that it's a small percentage of the population. At least I want to believe that it's a small percentage of the population, but they are some of the loudest voices on social media. Literally, nothing he has said thus far is an exaggeration of their position, which is wild. All you have to do is spend some time on Twitter, my friends, and you will see people who actually believe all of this.
My closing statement, my only regret is that I didn't stop Breonna Taylor's killers. I still remember like it was yesterday. I was shopping at Target in the Pride section looking for a shirt for my 6-year-old openly gay transgender nephew after I got off work at Starbucks where I'm a barista. But at least I know that I was helping the LGBTQ community while Breonna Taylor was killed. Every night I lay on my pillow and I pray that Dr. Fauci will make a vaccine for white supremacy. I hate myself!
Thank you. That's your time. Appreciate it.
Oh, here comes police.
I'm going to take a knee for George Floyd.
Yeah. Could you do that over there so we can get the next person? Thank you. Okay. If we could, so we'll take like a 5-minute break and wipe all that down.
Wipe all that down. One of my favorite things with these sorts of videos, whether it's Cassidy or Alex Stein, when they go to these city councils, school board meetings, etc., is seeing at the end when the council members try to maintain decorum, they don't really know how to react. And this guy, I mean, he conducted himself well. He was like, all right, we're going to take a little break, wipe this thing down. Oh, man, I just love stuff like this. The craziest part, once again, guys, is that this portrayal of a leftist in our modern culture is not a big exaggeration. Maybe not an exaggeration at all. You can find a person with any of these positions. You can probably find a person with all of these positions to this extreme degree who would act this way when professing said positions. And it's wild. Our modern left is somehow pro-big pharma, pro-war. It's insane. Pro-government control, at the same time professing that Donald Trump wants to end democracy and he'll be a dictator. Of course, during his first term, he deregulated, he increased our freedoms, he didn't start new wars. Joe Biden, on the other hand, ratchets down regulation, causes all sorts of international conflict, opens our borders, but somehow this is their position. Shout out to Cassidy Campbell once again. I love this stuff, man. It's so hilarious. Keep fighting the good fight. I appreciate all of you guys out there. Thank you for watching. I will continue to find the best, most informative, most hilarious, most culturally and politically and societally relevant videos on the internet. Please consider subscribing. If you do, I appreciate you. I love you. Until next time, my friends, bye.